Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So, a few days ago, the members of parliament of South Sudan, Transitional National Legislative Assembly, call on for the immediate withdrawal of the UPDF, which is the Ugandan People Defense Forces, who are operating in South Sudan. And they say they are operating without a parliamentary approval. And these UPDF soldiers that they are calling for their withdrawal came into the country in the March of this year when the Nasser incident happened. So these MPs are calling for that, and the demand for this call came during a deliberations on a joint report by a committee on peace and reconciliation and the committee on legislation and justice. And this report covered April to June of 2025, which assessed the implementation of the revitalized peace agreement, and it recommended the removal of the UPDF forces within the country. But my question is, will UPDF actually leave South Sudan?
That's tricky. Who brought them in first? Because initially they were saying it's Bolmel, but then Bolmel cannot act on himself, right? By himself. So it kind of has something to do with the presidency. So if that's the case, then it all has to go back to the president himself. If he wants them to leave, then they'll leave. If he doesn't, they'll still remain.
Yes, I agree with you on that, because the thing is, will they eventually leave? Yes, they will leave. But will they leave because the members of parliament have called for it? No, they will not do because of that. Because it's not the parliament that brought them, so at the same time it's not the parliament that's going to expel them. They will leave at the terms of the person that brought them into this country. And this is not the first time that UPDF are coming into South Sudan. In 2013, they came during the first war that broke out in South Sudan. And first of all, they came as they said they were coming to rescue some of the Ugandan citizens that were trapped in the country. But then they ended up fighting. And it seemed like the reason why they are always brought is because they're good in long range fighting. That's what they do. And that's what I was told during the 2013 war. They were never at the front line. They were stationed a little bit far, but they will do the long range fighting where they will release these big guns. Yes, down. And the reason why they are called is not that they are the only people that can fire it. Even the SSPDF can do it. But they have the good machine that can fire it with precision. You don't just throw it everywhere.
Yeah. Also, the binoculars
for the army.
For watching.
So the technology is a little bit more advanced compared with the SSPDF. So for that reason, they're always brought to come and help Salva Kiir in solidifying his power or protecting it from people that want to take it by force. And in 2016, they also came. They came again in 2023. So even if they were to leave even today, if you people fight again and Salva Kiir still feel his leadership is threatened, they will come back again to the country.
True.
And they will always come back, because look at some of your soldiers that you people think that Salva Kiir will rely on them. You see them everywhere on the street. Some are too drunk with Marisa alcohol, and they're just lying on the street. They are not paid. They have no motivation.
True.
So long as the leadership fighting, not insecurity, I mean, the power struggle thing has not ended between you political parties and whoever that are there, this individual will always be there. So I don't think if they will go, and And the fact that they were brought by the president, as much as people don't want to say is the one that brought them.
Yeah, because Bolmel is just someone who was in charge of the economic cluster. So there's no way he would just jump like that. It's just that I feel like people used to scapegoat on him.
Yes.
Now that he's no longer there, are they going to say it's Waniga who's bringing foreign forces into the country?
Well, I'm sure, like, if Uganda UPDF forces were to leave today, go, and then something happened, and then they come back, people will say it's a dude that brought them. Because every time we have to look for somebody to blame.
Yeah, it's always somebody
It
other
always,
than the president.
yes. So to be said, though, it's a dude that made the phone call. And the reason why it all stuck on Bolmel is because people said when the thing happened, Bolmel made phone call, and it was spearheaded by this one of our content creators out there called Onen. It was the one that was making a video saying that Bolmel made a phone call to Kenya. They say no. He made a phone call to Uganda, and Ugandan were the one that accepted to come.
Yeah, I think I saw that video.
Yeah. And then it remained as Bolmel. Now that Bolmel is not there. So next time it will happen, it will be Adut Salva Kiir. But again, looking at parliament and the executive and the presidency
and judiciary
and the judiciary, which arm of this government is actually functioning in this country in relation to the UPDF?
There's nothing that is really functioning in South Sudan.
No, in terms of decision making and all that is needed.
It's the presidency.
Yes.
But then the president is supposed to be the head of executive because he's supposed to work as the chair of executive. But almost everything is within the presidential powers. That's why you find that when you go to the constitution and different laws that govern the country, that most of the things, including these appointments, they're supposed to be approved by the parliament. But the way they are very rampant and we don't have parliamentary sittings every day, it makes you know that these people are not approved. It's just the president who decides, today Akiamua, it's you, and you go home.
Yeah.
And that's it. So why are they not questioning some of those things and those powers, yet they are properly stipulated within the constitution? So that means these people are even not willing to work.
Yeah. As for me, I would say the only functioning arm of government is the presidency alone, because literally the one that make decision in everything. And even every day, people wait like chicken like this, waiting for the 8 p.m. news so that to see what decision has Salva Kiir made.
Who has been fired and
who is being hired and who is what. So even these members of parliament, they are even risking their job. Because we have never held an election for one to say the only people that can take me home are the people that elected me.
True.
Some of them are just there by the mercies of party nomination. So if Salva Kiir decide to fire you, even if you are not from his party, and there's nothing you will do. He will say he has fired you, and then the following day you have some security personnel at your place looking to arrest you. So long as we have not looked at the constitution instead of looking at the Ugandan forces, look at making the constitution to remove all the powers from the presidency so that you people, the legislative assembly, become an independent body. So that when you make decision, you don't fear that something will happen to you coming from the president.
Yeah.
Even summoning him, summoning some of his yes men or some of his ministers. But so long as you guys are not working on constitution and all the appointing powers are within his powers, he's going to dismiss any of you anytime he wants.
Yeah, it's not even about those appointing positions or the appointment authority rests on the president. It's just that it's the president who appoints, but the parliament has to approve. And I don't think these people even understand what's in the constitution. If they did, then they would question him.
I think
'Cause
the
he'll not
process of
just be
approval has been removed too. That's why he just appoint people, swear them in tomorrow
no,
with no
like in
approval.
the constitution it's there, but these people have never questioned him. So he just runs the show as a one-man show. Yeah, and if you look at the people that were talking in terms of requesting the UPDF forces to leave the country, I saw there was one SPLM and SPLM-IO MPs. Did you want me to read like the first one?
Yeah, read the first one because I actually have some question regarding that part.
Okay. The first MP is Matthew Manyuat Mangar from Lake States, and he's a member of the SPLM-IO. This is what he said. The presence of Ugandan forces is actually fueling the crisis in South Sudan. We want these Ugandan forces to be sent back to their country. They are also attacking South Sudanese along the borders. If we have declared war on our people, we must take one position and send a clear message to the executive because the parliament did not approve their deployment.
Yeah. So this statement to me, I'm not going to look at it as because of the party he came from, but because of the word that they have used there, saying that they are the one fueling crisis. Were they the one that started the fight?
No. And they are not everywhere in South Sudan.
Yes. Who is fighting in Western Equatoria where they are not in? They're only in
IO and SSPDF.
And NAS for that one of Somat Rilo and SSPDF. So in other part of the country where they are not there, our people are fighting. This one has nothing to do with the UPDF.
Yeah.
UPDF came in March. You people were already fighting before that. So talk to your armies, talk to your followers, talk to all these people that engage in fighting to stop fighting.
Yeah.
Instead of always thinking it's the Ugandan. Like there's nobody that has always been pulled out of the car and said, now we are Ugandan because you are South Sudan, we're going to kill you. It's always pull the person out. Are you a Dinka or not? If you are a Dinka, they kill you. It has never been, are you from this one? And are you from this one? So saying that the one that kill people along the borders and crisis within the country, no.
Yeah, that's just a unnecessary statement. And then the other person, David Yen Biliet from Jonglei State, SPLM, criticized the executive for bypassing parliament. Right, Honorable Speaker, we are not against anybody in this country, but we are against the bad laws and malpractice. A huge army from foreign troops came into the country without parliament's consent. That's very bad. It's very important for this parliament to be acknowledged by the executive. We are not a rubber stamp. We represent the people. Which people?
No one. They don't represent anybody. And the problem is, when these small fights happen, even them, this parliament that said they want to approve, they're always on the loose, they want to run too. Like it's not like this, you will fight somebody in the parliament now waiting to approve the incoming of the foreign troops. And a small fight, so long as it has killed more than 200 people, everybody's looking for his family members. They want to run them to Kenya or to Uganda.
Yeah.
Even the MPs themselves, they want to take out their families out of Juba, out of South Sudan. And then after everything has been stabilized, this is now when they come in and say the right procedure was not followed. We need a constitution. Yes, these people don't want to rely on foreign troops each and every time. But again, we have to accept, if we want to rely on South Sudan army, that government will always have the monopoly of violence if they want these people to have law and order maintained. But so long as each group can fight the government, then how is the order going to be there? Like, government should be allowed to make sure that these small fight don't happen. When they descend on you, they discipline those individuals to the point that they don't repeat it again. But when everybody is equally, even the army become weaker, then this is when you go outside and look for people that are way superior than all of you to come and help stabilize the security of your country.
Yeah.
And it's a failure of the government, of the president, and it does not want to accept it because it does not work on what is needed. So what will it do? Will just be relaxing when you people are not fighting, and small fight, he just take out some of his savings or some of the oil that you people are going to produce, pay some people to come and do the discipline, and then you people keep complaining.
Yeah, I feel like these parliamentarians are kind of portraying double standards because it's the same people who last time were complaining about them not having lost, I think, 15 members out of 560.
Yeah.
And that was because of lack of
Medical
assistance. So you, with your big position, you want the government to take care of you when you are sick. If you are getting paid salary, then what is your salary? What do you use your salary for? These things are things that are personal to every individual. If you fall sick, then it's up to you and your family to cater for that. Even if it's terminal illness. If you need assistance, then you open a GoFundMe or you reach out to your friends and relatives. That's how people do it everywhere. There's nowhere where they say you're going to be getting a check, 20,000 US dollars because you are sick. And I've never heard them talking about salaries for the soldiers. So if you don't defend the rights of the soldiers, then what do you think will happen? These people will keep on not getting paid their salaries, and then at the long run, they lack motivation, like you said earlier. And in case of any crisis within the country, then the president would not want to play with his power, right?
Yeah.
So he will always run to whoever is willing to help him at your own expenses, and then use the small money that he was supposed to use to pay your salaries or to pay the soldiers, to pay those people to protect him and his power.
Yeah.
So they have to do more, not just talking. Instead, work on making sure that you reclaim your powers that are already existing within the Constitution.
Yeah.
I've never heard any MP talking of why is the president constantly firing and appointing people.
Because they will
without
become the
our
victim
approval.
of
Yeah.
they will be fired. So they still want to maintain their position, but
Then that's being hypocritical.
yes.
At least just do something right for the country and for yourself. It's not always about something that favors you. That's what you want to go with. And then they also need to look at this thing too. Next time, instead of allowing the country to extend or the leadership to extend the election period, then say no. We need to be elected. That way you get power through the people who elect you. And now you'll practice proper representation. Because all these things are brought about by the fact that you are appointed. So that means you can easily be fired for anything you do or say. And no one will come for your rescue.
Yeah.
So that's where they need to start. Not just picking and choosing what they want to defend and what they want to keep quiet on.
Yeah. And yeah, like I keep repeating, UPDF are not the reason why there's crisis in South Sudan. We are always fighting ourselves. They're not the one that shoot into a hotel in Town. They're not the one that are always fighting in Yambio, in Maridi, in Mundri. They're not the one. Where they are around Juba, it's not like you have heard people saying there was a fight here that another day and 10 people died. No?
Between UPDF and
And this one. So Yeah, they should always choose the right words and know what they should focus on, not on irrelevant things.
Yeah.
Because people always talk of sovereignty. Sovereignty, it sounds something really good and which should be there. But most of African countries are
They are
just
not
sovereign
sovereign.
because other people have decided
To
to let
let
them
them
be.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, another person, the veteran legislator Atem Garangdekwek from SPLM, urged the Minister of Defense to appear before the House. So he's summoning the Minister of Defense, saying they can enlighten us about the presence of the Ugandan army here. Is it part of the implementation of the peace agreement? We have to understand. The Ministry of Interior should also brief us on security developments from January to November. With the report adopted, the Parliament is expected to summon the relevant ministries for explanation before taking further action.
Yeah. So for me, I don't think these people actually say these words to mean them. They just say them because of the session that's happening at that time.
Yeah.
And after that, people move on. Because some of these things were addressed by Michael McQueen when he was the Minister of Information. When the UPDF first came into the country, they first by denying them that there are no UPDF here, and then after some time they accept it. Now, 8 months later, is now that when they are calling for these people to come and tell us why are they here.
There was no parliamentary sittings all along. Remember, I think they were building the Parliament House, the National Legislature, and then it got finished. They finished the construction sometime, I don't know when. Then they opened it. But have you heard them doing meetings regularly, including the cabinet itself? Yet President Kiir has been running his country the way he knows best. So these people, they just, when they sit, they yap and then go home.
Yeah.
But they are
Then wait
not
for another
working
day
on
for
anything.
something to come up, then we come discuss.
Yes, because remember last time someone, I think he was called Matok, an MP from one of the Barar Ghazal states, was demanding or summoning Bolmel to go and answer to corruption,
Allegation.
embezzlement of funds, and misappropriation of funds. Those allegations to be to go and clarify them in Parliament. He never went. And a lot of criticism, including myself, I was asking why are they only summoning Bolmel and yet he's not the only one who's corrupt. Yeah. If they want to summon people, then they should summon the entire cabinet or those key ministries. You see what's happening with the budgets and stuff. Like recently, that's when we came to realize, okay, there's these issues that have been happening. It's not even just recently. There have been documents leaked everywhere about the oil, Ministry of Petroleum and Mining.
But
And those things have never led to anybody being summoned. And they see billions and millions of dollars. No one ever asks, where is this money going?
Yeah, those ones, they don't stop. And they will not stop even after Bolmel was kicked out. But because it's gone, people will now keep quiet and look for another person to blame, which has now shifted to Adut. And I've seen a lot of people on social media defending Adut and some people criticizing her. And there's that call of, why are people attacking Adut? Adut is actually a good person, and that kind of nonsense
It's
all
not
everywhere,
about being
right?
a good person. You can be a good person, but you're corrupt.
Yeah, that's true, and that's why we say anytime that you are brought into public office, expect the criticism. You just don't have to come and sit there and we all sing hallelujah every day. And especially like when you come in and what you're actually doing there is not there, then
People don't see the value in what you're doing.
yeah, And actually, like I see she was overhyped, which will be a topic for another day. Maybe like when we reach December. Okay, toward the end of December, we'll look at a 4 month to 3 month of being the Woon and see if anything has changed other than visiting people and taking photos and that kind of things. But in terms of anything tangible, as of now, I've not seen anything.
Yeah, she has just been traveling left, right, center within the country, across East Africa, and recently she was in South Africa. Not sure what she was doing there. I saw someone asking, why are you overstepping positions that are not yours? I think I sent you that post. I'll check it again and then we can look at it and give our 2 cents. Because up to date, I actually went to her Facebook account, the office Facebook account that is, and she tried to explain what her roles are. But still, the job description is very, like, it doesn't have concrete information for someone to go by. It's just all over. So that means if that position is not clear, then why do we have it in the first place?
Yeah.
Because the presidency has a lot of employees. There's executive directors, there's even private something who we know, and all those stuff.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please consider subscribing, share, like, and leave a comment. Let us know if your PDF will actually go, or are they the main cause of conflict, crisis, or conflict, or whatever, all these fighting that are happening within South Sudan. Are they being caused by the UPDF? And is South Sudan a sovereign nation? Or is any African country even a sovereign nation? Because even one battalion from US can overrun 3 countries in Africa.
It's not about that. That's about military might.
Yeah.
But when it comes to sovereignty, it means having your own borders and people respecting your territory.
Yes, because you can defend it. When you cannot defend it, anybody can just overrun it. Then you'll just be saying, no, this is my sovereign, this is my territory. And then all of a sudden somebody come and pick you out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, like that happens. Like what is currently happening between Russia and Ukraine. But still, when it comes to
there's another place that I wanted to compare, but they're not. They don't like being mentioned. They don't like. It's not good to mention them on media. Yeah, but they overrun one country to the ground. So is that a sovereign nation? This is where like you can always
be sovereign, but the thing is like it depends with your neighbors, right? And also there are some international laws, as much as they don't function effectively, that protects that sovereignty.
It all depends with the interest, right?
Yeah.
So if there's no big interest there, then you're just allowed to call yourself a sovereign nation. But if there's a big interest for somebody bigger than you, they can always overrun it, and then they can always justify you.
Yeah.
Saying that you smell like a goat. That's our hyena.
You are eating the goat.
Eating the children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, let us know what your thoughts are. Like, do you think UPDF is the origin of all the crises we currently have in South Sudan? Should they leave South Sudan or not? And do you think they will leave because the parliament has said so?
Yeah. Or they will just leave because the person that brought them had said
decided
our mission has now ended.
Yes. Also, like, what do you think of this parliament? The kind of sessions they have, the topics they discuss, and the fact that they never really implement any of those agendas that they speak of. Today they talk of this, tomorrow it's another random topic, and we never see them materializing.
Yeah.
And them complaining, like, do you think it's a good idea to be complaining about their powers being overstepped by the executive? Why would they only talk of executive and it's not like it's the entire cabinet that acts together with the president? The president has been running the show by himself. So I feel like they are just hiding under an umbrella instead of calling a spade a spade.
They don't want to be fired. Like I said before, everybody, like, economy is too bad right now and everybody trying to protect their plate.
First, if the economy is too bad and they end up not getting paid for months, then how is holding that position helpful?
Yeah.
Anyways, give us your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe. We are on our road to 4,000
Yes.
subscribers.